And Jeff starts now.
Only a trace of snow so far this snow season in Rhinelander against last season, already 10.7 inches, but if we want to go big, these are the numbers to beat, right? 116.3 back in 2008-2009. So you get the overall picture, right? Starting off kind of slow right now. However, there's lots of winter ahead of us and lots of snow surely on the way for north central Wisconsin. All right, so temperature-wise, though, remember Saturday when we had 58 degrees? Yeah, that's not so much anymore, but here are the averages, right? So today, the average high is 47. By December 1st, the average high is 30. January 1st, 22, and then February 1st, 23. So you get what's going on. We have lots of cold air to get through this season, of course, right? Out there now, already cold air locked in place. 37 in Rhinelander, 36 for Tomahawk. So some little bit of light snow in the area, some flurries out there and sprinkles too. That will continue tonight into tomorrow. And then the average high is again 47. The average low now at 28. The record low, so that's what the atmosphere can do, is 10. And then here's the sunset at 5:54 tonight. But remember on Sunday is the time change. We're going to shorten those days for sure, right? All right, so going forward, so 36 is the forecast high tomorrow, 37 for Wednesday, then what happens here? 41 back in the forecast on Thursday, and those are low 50s back in the 7-day forecast for Sunday into Monday of next week. Outside right now, lots of cloud cover and some light sprinkles and flurries across the area. The air above us is very cold or very unstable, thus you get some heat down here. That heat rises, creates instability, and you get some sprinkles and flurries out of that. Now there's nothing heavy in here. There's a little bit of instability along with some lake enhancement with this because water temperatures here are still in the 50s. But overall, here's the radar. A couple heavier bands of rain across the UP area and snow. This is kind of like sleeting out right there right now. This will become all light snow in the UP tonight and right along the border too. So Vilas County could see a dusting of snow this evening. The rest of us are looking at advisories further north tonight. The rest of us though just fine. Warmer air in the forecast. Those details for you at 5 o'clock.
Does your kitchen need a tune-up? We'll turn your kitchen into a space that you'll love. A variety of services to choose from, and most projects are completed in 1 to 5 days. You'll love your kitchen without spending a fortune. Call Kitchen Tune-Up today.
I have worked at Huffcore for the last 36 years.
Huffcore, closing the plant, moving production to Mexico.
I gave my life and my body to that place. Ron Johnson pushed through a tax law that rewards outsourcing. Companies can bring profits back from Mexico tax-free. And worse, Ron Johnson profited personally from outsourcing. He has doubled his wealth since taking office. Tell Ron Johnson to stop putting his profits above our jobs.
Different ideas for shopping this year? Both your wishes can come true when you buy the diamond of her dreams from Wickersham Jewelry during their Diamonds and Deer event, November 1st through the 6th. She gets the diamond she's always wanted, and you get free hunting gear from one of your favorite outdoor stores, Bullseye Sports Shop, Charlie's Hardware, or Mills Trading Post. Take advantage of interest-free financing during this spectacular event. Wickersham Jewelry, where everyone's dreams come true.
ELM Repair in Edgar is a family-owned and operated full-service diesel repair shop. From pickups to semi-trucks to heavy equipment and RV service. If it runs on diesel, we can repair it. Want more power and better mileage? Our experienced professionals will get your truck running and at peak performance. With a state-of-the-art dyno and fully stocked parts department, we can even come out to you with our 24-hour mobile repair service. ELM is always looking for passionate and talented people to join our team. The Diesel Doctor have it done right the first time at ELM Repair.
Does your kitchen need a tune-up? We'll turn your kitchen into a space that you'll love. Kitchen Tune-Up, the fast and affordable way to freshen up your favorite room. A variety of services to choose from, and most projects completed in 1 to 5 days. Call Kitchen Tune-Up today.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. Again, a strange time capsule. I recorded this last Monday. It is now a Monday after that Monday, but I'm kind of getting back to Rhinelander today, and then I will be back live with Jeff Weller tomorrow, so you can look forward to that. Today, we're going to do our last encore presentation of our history tours, and we're going to head down to Merrill, Wisconsin, so let's do that. You can only learn so much through a screen, but when you actually touch the artifacts, when you see the paintings in person, you get a better grasp of what life was like back in the day. So that's what we're going to do this week at the Merrill History and Cultural Center. Let's go. We're now inside the Merrill History and Cultural Center, and I'm with Pat Berg. Pat, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Dan?
I'm well, and I'm really astonished by this complex. Right as I walked in, I just thought it was beautiful. So tell me about the history of this place.
Well, thank you. We strive very hard to try to make a unique museum. The Northwoods is sort of known for a typical logging museum component, and when we acquired this property, our mission was to make it just a little bit different so people could get a different experience when they come through. We were gifted the Heritage Center, which is the old Swedish Bethlehem Lutheran Church, in 2006. They were down to about 13 families. Their pastor was retiring, and they just didn't see any hope of keeping that alive. So they donated the church to us. We purchased their parsonage and additional land here. And then around 2012, during a somewhat of a depressive financial time, we were able to get enough funds to build this wonderful addition on the back of the church, making the church handicapped accessible. So we put in a library. We're a split level. The church is split level, so we needed to do that. We're able to add a main exhibit room and a lovely component to the logging pinery, a library, document space. So refurbished the church in 2013, 2014, and now we think we have a beautiful complex. We just finished adding a storage addition and are in the process of locating everything under one campus here. So we're very lucky to have supportive foundations and supportive people in Merrill because they are our base. This addition that we're standing in here was about $1.4 million to put on and refurbish the church, and the storage addition next door is about $600,000 to $700,000. So that's a lot of buy-in from the community.
Yeah, that's impressive. And we're going to go to all these different exhibit rooms on our tour. But I do want to start with this photo over here. Do you mind if we walk over here? This is the first thing that caught my eye. Tell me about this photo.
Well, and the reason we put this kind of interesting photo in the lobby is that it does catch people's eye. This is actually a scene in Merrill. We are downtown on Main Street. People who are familiar with Merrill would recognize this possibly as now Ace Hardware and Merrill House of Music down the road. But you can see there's tons of activity going on, lots of people downtown. It is 1896. There's a Merrill Memorial Parade that was just finishing, and everybody's rushing downtown to go to the Opera House, which is right here on the second floor, for a program for Memorial Day. One of the cool things is dirt streets, wooden sidewalks. We have a trolley in the middle of this main street. It's only 1896. We had our trolley start in 1890, and one of the first electric trolleys in the state. Even Milwaukee at this time, I believe, still had horse-drawn trolleys. So because of our dams and our water power, we were able to make the electricity work for us.
Man, 1896.
Yes.
Well, we're going to continue our tour tomorrow on Up North at 4. We'll be right back after the break.
Welcome to today's Elite Money Minute with the Elite Advisor Team.
Well, Dad, hopefully you can come fishing with us next time. Don't work too hard.
Ready to go fishing? What's wrong, Mike?
Dad can't make it today, and it's a shame because the fish are jumping in the boat.
Oh gosh, again? Why can't he make it this time?
He has too many chores he needs to get done around the house today.
Last week, he couldn't make it because he had lunch plans with the guys from the shop. He's busier now that he's retired.
Now I can see why it's so important we manage his retirement. There are so many other things your dad would rather do than watch the stock market go up and down every day.
That's why we feel it's important to have someone create a plan for your retirement and do all your heavy lifting for you. Our plan is known as the Memories and Milestones Roadmap, a plan that allows you to focus on creating memories while we focus on helping you reach your retirement milestones. If you'd like to get started on your M&M Roadmap, contact our office or visit the web to get started.
That's today's Elite Money Minute.
Tackle tough jobs with Bosch Power Tools and Accessories from Menards. From the workshop to the job site, Bosch packs the performance and features you need to get the job done right. That's why Bosch is the choice of pros. Choose from our great selection of over 500 in-stock Bosch tools, bits, blades, and accessories. Get 11% off all Bosch tools and accessories right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Need a lift? Furniture and Mattress USA and Lazy Boy Comfort Studio of Antigo has your chair. Shop over a dozen different styles, sizes, colors, and features. Quality lift chairs from Lazy Boy and others, all long-lasting, smooth, quiet operation with sizes for everyone and every room. If you like it, buy it and take it with you. It's yours. You can view all new styles on Facebook Marketplace posted weekly. Visit Furniture and Mattress USA and the Lazy Boy Comfort Studio, Highway 45 North in Antigo, open 7 days.
We're back on Up North at 4, continuing our tour of the Merrill History and Cultural Center. Still with Pat Berg. Pat, let's just start. Can you explain what's in this room?
Sure. This is actually our main exhibit room, and we have a permanent Native American exhibit on one end, donated to us by the Ebert family from Presque Isle. In the middle of the room currently, we have an exhibit dedicated to Wisconsin Public Service and electricity. We have an exhibit on Page Milk Company, one of the first and largest evaporated milk producers in the United States, and a small exhibit on Merrill Dairies.
When I walked in this room, this is the first thing that I really was gravitated to. I don't know what this is. What is this strange machine?
Well, it probably does look pretty unfamiliar to the younger people, but this is actually an early washing machine. Basically, the washing machines looked like this early on, and they had a crank where you would agitate your clothes, and then they produced to making it electric. So they added an electric motor on the underside, and there's an agitator in the middle that goes up and down and agitates your clothes, but then it leaves them sitting in a pot of water. So this interesting piece up here, you would have to take your clothes one by one, whatever your item is, run it through the rollers, and it crank this down. Your clothes would go through, squish all the water out, and then you could take your clothes over and hang them up on your clothesline because there would be no electric dryer to take care of them. It's kind of an ingenious idea. It obviously evolved over the years into what we see, and now everything is contained in one unit. We don't have to worry about rolling our clothes out. They spin dry. This motor next to the machine would be for the farm wives who also wanted to partake in the excitement of having their own washing machine, but they wouldn't have electricity on the farm yet. So this motor actually was gas powered, and they could attach a belt to it and it would run the washing machine. So everybody could have clean laundry.
Even this seems like it would be a big hassle. I can't even imagine what they did before that.
Well, we have some wash tubs in the back with some washboards and some copper boiling containers.
You can see the whole process.
It was quite a process. They did use rollers pretty early on. Even when they washed clothes by hand, you would have sort of a wooden frame, and you'd have a tub on one side, a tub on the other, and they'd still run them through the wringer to get the water out. But many times they had to boil their own water to wash clothes, so it was pretty complicated.
When I hear the phrase going through the ringer, is it from that?
Yes, I can imagine that it probably did start there, because I'm sure there are lots of young children who can tell you about how they got their hands caught in the ringer, which I don't think would have been a pleasant experience.
No. Okay, well, we're going to continue our tour tomorrow. We'll be right back in Up North at 4. We're continuing our tour here in Up North at 4 of the Merrill History and Cultural Center. I'm with Bea Lieball. Bea, tell me about this room.
Okay. The Pinery tells the story of the very beginnings of Merrill, and like many, perhaps most of the cities in the northern part of Wisconsin, we started out with the lumbering business. And so we talk about the actual fact of lumbering, what it was like in the logging camps, and then what happened when the railroad came to town, and all of those things.
So this is what I wanted to focus on here in the Pinery. What are these sorts of hammers?
Okay, these are called log hammers, and we have quite a collection of them that covers the state of Wisconsin, but these were used locally. And what their purpose was to identify logs. Once the trees were cut down, all of the logs went to the same rivers. So we might have had 8 different companies, or 10 or 20, cutting logs at the same time, all of them putting logs into the river. Before they went in the river, though, they were stamped with one of these log hammers so that the logs could be identified and the companies could be paid for them. Very important. I mean, why cut logs if you're not going to be paid for them? So very important. And it was kind of like branding cattle. It's the same idea.
I see an HM, I see CS, and then also there's just kind of some random symbols as well.
Well, if you know anything about the loggers here, Anson Gilkey, Stang, Scott, Heineman, Matthews, these were the big companies in this area that were doing the logging.
Okay, thanks so much, Bea. We'll continue our tour tomorrow and Up North at 4. We'll be right back.
Attention North Central Wisconsin homeowners. It's the best time of the year to update your old bathroom with huge Black Friday savings this month at Mad City, your window and bath partner of the Green Bay Packers, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler for baths, showers, and walk-in tubs installed in as little as 1 day. Now, with Black Friday savings, save $250 with interest-free financing for 6 months and get $250 in Mad City cash. But act now and triple your savings. Save $750 on a new bath or shower with interest-free financing for 18 months and triple it to $750 in Mad City cash for future home improvement projects. Plus, call during this program, get a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. And ask about Mad City's Do More discount for savings on new EcoSky windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. We're A+ rated with the BBB with more than 50,000 satisfied customers. And we can help you design the perfect bathroom to fit your needs.
The shower is great. It fits my lifestyle, and that's what I needed.
It's an old house, but it's a newer bathroom, and it's just bright and airy. I like it a lot.
Ask about premium wall patterns infused with Microban antimicrobial protection. Now, with Black Friday savings, save $250 with interest-free financing for 6 months and get $250 in Mad City cash. But act now and triple your savings. Save $750 on a new bath or shower with interest-free financing for 18 months and triple it to $750 in Mad City cash for future home improvement projects. Plus, call during this program, get a $50 Walmart gift card with your free in-home estimate. Black Friday triple savings in November 30th. Call 715-941-4238. That's 715-941-4238.
We're back on Up North at 4. We're now inside the church that's part of the Merrill Historical and Cultural Center. Still here with B. Lieball. And B, we have an exhibit behind us that pays homage to about a century ago. Tell us about that.
Right. We have in this room tried to cover many of the things that were popular in the 1920s. And of course, fashion is one thing we think about very readily when we think about the 20s, because we had come out of the Victorian era where skirts were long and necklines were high, and we ended up with skirts that were much shorter than that, much slimmer. The boyish look was in, but you have some beautiful examples in this area of some of the fashions that were worn at that time. This particular dress is a little bit different because it has hip interest. You can see it's almost like calling attention to the hips. That was right at the very end of the teen years and in the early 20s. But beading, and here are two gorgeous examples of beaded dresses, was very popular for evening wear for young women. And you can see the very slender line of these dresses. This dress was a wedding dress that was worn by the grandmother of one of our board members. It's just exquisite, and she very generously is loaning that to us for our exhibit. In the background, you can see some other clothing from the era as well.
Well, B, we're just scratching the surface in this room. There's a lot of other things from the 1920s. I see glass bottles. There are sports equipment back there. But we're going to have to call it for today. Thanks so much, B. We'll be right back in Up North at 4. We're back on Up North at 4 here at the Merrill History and Cultural Center. We're on our final stop inside the SS Merrill Reference Library Room with Tom Berg. Tom, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for being in Merrill today, Dan.
Of course. I love this museum. Tell me about our final room here. What's in this room?
Well, we established a railroad reference library for the many people that are interested in railroad history of various sorts. Also, model railroaders. Wisconsin is very strong on model railroading in the community of the Northwoods. It is called the SS Merrill Railroad Reference Library because SS Merrill is the namesake for the city. He was the general manager of the Chicago, Milwaukee, and St. Paul Railway that bought the Wisconsin Valley Railroad just as it was arriving in Jenny, as it was called then, in 1880. And the railroad is, of course, so important to Merrill's history to be able to get its lumber products out. So we, with donations from a whole variety of people, railroad clubs, even the Kalmbach Company, which publishes Trains and Model Railroader, we have established a railroad library of some 700 books, complete copies of all of the journals that are nationally published, plus a number of the specific Railroad Historical Society journals, etc., official guides, you name it. We even entertain questions from afar, and so far nobody's been able to stump us, so we're very proud of that. We have enough resource.
And behind us, of course, while the older folk perhaps are going to the reference library, we can let the younger folk play around with this model train set.
Yes, these are on loan from the Northwoods Flyer collection. It's the collection of Greg Turinetti, who's an expert in American Flyer antique trains. And so Greg has donated these. They've been here for several years. We don't know exactly when this is coming down, but probably within this summer or so.
Tell me the hours of the history center.
Right now, the museum is open 9 to 1 on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, or by appointment. So if, for instance, you're from out of town and you want to come to the museum and that doesn't work for you, call and make an appointment. Someone will come here and be with you. The hours may change in the summer, but that's what they are right now.
And if you viewers at home are thinking, okay, we learned everything about the Merrill History and Cultural Center, you are very wrong, Tom. There's a lot more stuff in here.
Yes, my theory is if you get in the door, you will love this place because we've all spent a lot of time and effort collecting various collections about it.
Well, thank you for doing that. Definitely shows. Thank you for bringing me on the tour. Thank you to Pat and B as well. We'll be right back in Up North at 4.
Auto Gear has new Boss plows in their warehouse now. No waiting, no ordering. Always on-site Boss genuine parts and accessories. Auto Gear, where they sell, prep, and service plows in-house. Auto Gear, Rhinelander. Here at Jameson's Whiskey, darling, we are more than a coffee bar. We are artists, creators, thinkers, and doers who share a common goal, building a strong community of makers with trust and lifetime values. Be sure to stop, shop, and sip with us in downtown Crandon.
Our local shelters have lots of furry friends in need of loving homes. Watch News Watch 12 today, every Friday morning, to see a new cuddly cat or dog ready for you to adopt. Homeward Bound on News Watch 12 today is sponsored by Paws and Claws.
This week, Wheel is transforming
into a magical world.
It's Disney's ultimate princess
I love Belle. She's my favorite.
celebration. I come out here with a princess every night. Aww. Complete with princess puzzles, gorgeous gowns, wondrous winds, and we give you a sneak peek at an incredible toy castle. It is 4 feet high with 3 stories. Fit for a princess. I'm going to buy you one.
You are?
On Wheel.
Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 6:30 on NBC 12.
For Ed B., who can spot exactly 57 types of trees thanks to his Medicare allowance for new glasses, we've got you. For Jackie R., who's added umpteen flower pots now that her allergy meds are covered, we've got you. For Michelle K., who likes celebrating life's big moments, like finding affordable premiums and, more importantly, finishing chemo, we've got you. For everything that happens to happen, we've got you. Aspirus Health Plan.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Auto Gear is your Boss dealer for plows and snow removal accessories, light and heavy-duty truck, tractor, backhoe, loader, skid steer, UTV, and ATV. Auto Gear, where they sell, prep, and service plows in-house. Auto Gear, Rhineland.
The light rain and snow showers out there now will linger into tonight. Just a dusting of snow unless you go north on Tanagan, could see 2 or 3 inches of snow. But that's going to basically stay up there. Over our way, some light snow and flurries tonight may give us a dusting or so. But the overall bigger picture is cool again tomorrow. Also on Wednesday, followed by a big warm-up. Those details for you at 5 o'clock.